Hi everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel.
If you're new.
Or if you're old or if you're middle-aged or whatever. We don't care. We don't discriminate here. We're not ageist. Got a big dog. Got a great big dog in my lap. Isn't he pretty? You can't tell from that angle, but he's pretty. So, what's going on with you guys? You never leave me comments and tell me what's going on. Leave me some comments. Fill me in. Catch me up. I'm interested. I really am. Chris worked today, didn't you, Chris?
Yep. We did not get to do vans today because we ran out of time again, but in 2 weeks we are going to work on the vans. We're going to allocate time for the vans, is what it is.
I hope it ain't too hot out there in the sun. I think about that sometimes. You're going to have to stop wearing black shirts on Monday.
Yep.
What we ought to do is pick you out a couple shirts and designate them your work shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they get that floor polish or whatever on them again, it won't matter if they get ruined.
Yep.
That's what we'll do. I should go get them a couple out of mine. I think I might have enough t-shirts to spare one or two.
The only shirts
I ain't doing it though. I ain't doing it.
Test are tie-dyes, but those are too fancy.
Why?
I have no plain white shirts.
They don't have to be plain white. Oh, you do have a bunch of plain white shirts.
Yes, you do.
Where did we put them though?
Most of them I tie-dyed, but yeah. The ones I didn't tie-dye are in the closet somewhere.
Whose closet? Mom, do
My
you know where I
closet.
put them?
What?
So do you know where I put them? I bought like an 8-pack of
I
plain
remember.
t-shirts. Go look in your closet. You didn't have to go get the mail. Go look in your closet.
Oh, look. Well, if I don't see them, they're probably still in the bag somewhere.
I know they're still in the bag. That's kind of the point. Hey Ben, say hi to the video.
Hey, punks.
Punks. Lovely, huh? I live with that. I do. I put up with it 24/7. Can't get away from them.
She has to live with me.
I have to live with you. Here, I don't want serious.
That serious
And
thing is actually
Grandma.
serious in our car.
And Bonnie, nothing for me.
Poor Bonnie.
Just as well, I didn't want any bills anyway. That's all I ever get.
Serious was for
I
you.
have only one white shirt in that closet, but it looks plain, but I'm not sure.
But you didn't.
You were supposed to be, go find out.
It looked like that.
And you're supposed to be looking in your drawers too for that bag of shirts. Getting Chris to do anything. It's like pulling a hen's teeth. Okay? Did I tell you, Mom, I bought that bleach so we could bleach his socks? His socks.
Oh, that's what that for.
That all-purpose bleach.
Oh,
And what we can use your liquid bleach
that
if we
the
want to.
tube? There was a. Well, we'll talk about
We'll talk about it later.
No, this ain't an old white t-shirt, or a new white t-shirt. This is an old one, and it's extra large.
Try it on. Don't worry, I'm not going to put your nipples on camera.
I'm going
Hey,
to
Mom.
the bathroom and try it on.
He deserted me. What?
So I just looked at that thing from SiriusXM.
Yeah?
Our car's trial for it was already activated when we got it.
Mm-hmm.
We have until June 8th to take advantage of it. And if we want to continue to use it afterwards, we could get it first 12 months at $5 a month, a 74% savings, by either phoning them, going online, or scanning with the camera.
I'm not doing it. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for radio. I won't do it.
No.
I could afford it, and I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I put this over my head at the proper end, and my head took up 3/4 of the inside.
So it's too small for you now?
Way too small.
Do you want it?
Ben, do you want a plain white extra large t-shirt?
I'll pass. Why don't we give it to people over at Goodwill?
Put it in the bag of get rid of stuff.
Shall we wash it first? It's really dusty right now.
Okay. Yeah, we can wash it.
I think I think they know.
That makes me think that the other ones are only extra large too.
Yeah.
Idea.
Apparently, SiriusXM is in fact ad-free, so they can get away with charging for it. Because everything is entirely ad-free, they don't have any sort of,
Gotcha.
income outside.
Ben, people know what Sirius XM is.
Yep. But anyway, I know the bag of shirts is not in my dresser because all my shorts and my swim trunks and stuff wherever came from
They
the
didn't give
dresser
me
you're
enough ice
talking
in my
about.
tea.
So it's pretty much empty of clothes. You're talking about the dresser near my closet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that one's empty because it had all my shorts and stuff.
Come here, Benny. Put this in the fridge. Put this in the freezer. And bring me a cold Propel.
After that, do you want I should do a review of anything?
I thought you were going to do a versus. We're debating.
Oh. Give me a couple moments.
Well, no, I mean, it would be a separate video, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a separate video, but we
Okay,
already
then
did
let's
a
just-
versus for Celsius.
Let's just finish this one and then we'll worry about the other one.
Yeah, we already did a versus for Celsius.
That flavor, though?
Not necessarily that flavor, but I'm limiting it to one flavor per contender.
Is my pot boiling?
Your pot. I can't tell because of the lid.
Well, if there's no steam coming out from under the lid, then it's probably not boiling.
There's a little steam coming out from it.
Then it's probably boiling. I'm parboiling chicken.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the one you chose, and I'm going to do a regular review.
Okay. I'm parboiling chicken so I can put it in the oven and barbecue it the lazy man's way. And it's so good that way. Isn't it good that way? He's yawning. It is really good that way. And it's so much more tender. It's just easier for Mom to eat.
So I hope yawns aren't contagious when you're reviewing a video.
I know you
guys.
can't read it, but it's Celsius. Kind of a pretty can. It says Celsius. Essential energy. Accelerates metabolism. Burns body fat. Oh, I didn't know it was supposed to be a diet thing.
Yep.
Celsius Live Fit. Fantasy Vibe. Sparkling Mandarin. Marshmallow.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it said, but then I thought, no. I'm going to bite you in a minute. No high fructose corn syrup. No aspartame. No preservatives. No colors or artificial colors or flavors. Sneeze. Essential vitamins.
He sneezed because he's
I think that says 7. Proven in published university studies. How does it work? I don't know. I can't read print that small. My eyeballs feel like they're going to crawl out of my head and shrivel up. That is tiny print.
Yeah.
Ugh.
MetaPlus formula, including green tea with uju, suju, ginger,
I
granacine,
know, baby.
turns on thermogenesis, the process that boosts your
I'm
body's
sorry.
metabolic rate.
I'm apologizing to the dog. I'm sorry. He's mad at me because I got on the phone on the video. Yeah.
You,
Apparently, none of the stuff that's in here, in any can of Celsius, is the kind of stuff you would find in most energy drinks. Basically, there's nothing that isn't found in something that's a bit more traditional.
Ben,
What?
run into the kitchen and sit down the hand broth.
That's
Forgot.
a freezer.
Yeah. Green beans.
oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
Green beans sound good, don't they?
Yep.
I
Now,
like
you
green
guys
beans in
may
this
have
house.
to remember that on a previous video, which was part of the Versus Monster series, find the playlist for that on the channel if you're interested. We actually covered a flavor of this. It wasn't exactly this flavor, but I bet some of you are probably curious, so yeah.
This is all Bonnie's idea. Thanks, Bonnie. Okay, go ahead. He's cracking her open.
Yep.
Smells like a frickin' candy shop.
Mom
Is that
smells
bad?
just like your orange fluff.
It tastes like that orange. It smells like that orange stuff. You said.
It does. It smells exactly like it.
Actually, once
Let
I
Grandma
got my
sniff.
once I got my nose closer to it, it does in fact smell like that orange stuff. Careful, it's chock full.
Yeah.
It's the marshmallow. That's what That's what gives it the sweet, creamy smell.
That's what gives it that smell.
Give it, yeah.
See it, Bubba?
Also, going through downtown, and there's a car, and I can't see it, and it's behind me on the left, in 2 lanes. And I don't really think anything about it, but it is so loud, the stereo with rap music, that it's vibrating my car.
Oh my Lord.
And you get that sometimes. And I have a big, heavy car, okay? So does that tell you how loud it was? It was obnoxious. It was awful.
Yeah.
Finally, the turn signal comes on, and he pulls up beside me. He was about 17, maybe, whiter than the driven snow, and driving a Volkswagen.
Mm.
Could not have been any more white bread if he tried.
Yeah.
Would any of you like to try this too?
No.
I'll sip it. I said, I'm surprised black people don't get offended at cultural appropriation with white people doing that.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it'd be better cold. But anyway, the point is,
So did it taste like that orange stuff too?
a little, yeah. The point of it is how come it's cultural appropriation to go and tan, but it's not to listen to the music and crank it? Is it because we pay them for that?
You wanna
I don't
know,
understand what the difference is.
You want to know what else?
I'm not trying to be racist. I genuinely do not understand why one's okay and one's not.
Yeah.
It seems like
It's a double standard. That's what it is. They're very
it
similar.
just seems like as much, if not more, to me.
Uh-huh.
But then again, I take music very personally.
Yeah.
What?
It's a double standard, is what it is.
Okay, talk about your drink.
Let me just tell you something. I do believe that Gammy would also like this one because it, according to Mom, literally tastes of that orange stuff.
You didn't have to tell him to drink, to talk. You said talk about it, you know.
So
Tell
yeah,
about the drink.
He's hovering over me until he gets it out of his system.
Oh, well, that would be
so yeah,
tomorrow
I
sometime.
swarped it up quite a bit.
Come stand beside me. I want to show
swarf-
your shirt.
I swarped quite a bit of it up.
Wait a minute. I can't see what I'm showing.
Stand straight. Put your head down.
Put your head down. That looks stupid. There. Turn around.
Backside too.
Backside.
Turn toward your mother with your back.
What makes her wrinkle? Okay, you can turn around. Ben, go take the lid off the chicken, honey. Use a pot holder.
But as I was saying, fantasy vibe could be just another
You
name
can't
for that
derail
orange
them.
stuff if we made or if we make
You
Gammy
can't
some more of
derail
that
them.
later.
Like the white one.
You know, in school, we had certain teachers. It didn't work with all of them, but you could ask them something that was only just slightly off topic,
Yeah.
and they'd fall down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And you'd get them completely off whatever boring subject,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't have to listen to it for the rest of the class.
So tell me, are you done with that lid?
Yes. And so every now and then I try that on Ben. It never works. It never works.
Rinse it, put it in the dish drainer. It's not dirty.
Okay, Ben?
What?
Rinse it really good and put it in the dish drainer. It's not dirty.
It was touching something that is.
No. What's in the thing wasn't dirty. It was boiling water.
With chicken in it.
Yeah. That's what the rinsing was for.
Anyway,
Anyway, guys.
so tomorrow we're going out to eat. Me and John and Bonnie.
Bonnie's going to?
Yep. She said she'd never been and she really, really wanted to go. so she could try one for the first time.
So yeah, my verdict
She wanna
on
pay for her own?
Yep.
Oh my,
It's $50 a person.
I know.
my verdict on the fantasy vibe. It's a drink that someone who is into that orange stuff, which Mom will gladly tell you how it's made if you ask her. That
I've told it on this channel before.
Yeah, that is what it tastes like. I don't have to worry about what goes in, but I can get the exact flavor from it, according to Mom.
Wolfie likes it.
I don't know if Gammy
You don't
would like
go
it
that
as
way.
well, but I most definitely wouldn't give a Celsius to a dude.
Anyway,
Especially not one as hyperactive as ours.
they do have a dress code. It's supposed to be like business casual. And I have absolutely no clothes. None whatsoever. But I do have a dress with elephants on it.
Pretend to be a different.
I'm going to wear my dress with elephants on it. John's wearing sweatpants. On their website it says that they won't refuse you service as long as you're dressed nicely. It doesn't have to be business, but that's what they suggest.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you know, as long as you don't have holes in it and no foul language and stuff, it should be fine. You know, clean and presentable.
In other words, don't go charging into that restaurant with a t-shirt that says, "I'm back, bitches."
Yes.
But you could, for instance, charge into one with essentially the kind of outfit you would expect someone to wear when they're going to a decent place. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's biz cast.
I wouldn't-
To a Walmart or
I
whatever.
wouldn't wear any kind of graphic tee.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't do it. But I'm telling you,
dressed like
no.
a businessman.
No, business casual.
So
That means
a suit
you
and
don't
tie.
necessarily have to have the tie, but suit pants and a nice button-down shirt.
Yeah.
I have suit pants and a nice button-down shirt.
Do you
and
have
a suit
$50?
jacket. No. But you see what I'm getting at. I
Plus
got
the tip, which
outfit
would be
and stuff.
another 10.
Anyway, I better get a move on.
Plus parking, which Bonnie's paying for the parking.
Oh.
We're gonna drop a couple $100 between tip for $150 worth of steak. That's a lot of steak. You could not pay me enough to eat a salad there
And I have Star Trek cufflinks for
because
my
I
button-down
want
shirt.
to save my room for the meat. That's the stuff I can't get anywhere else. Although I have
Too
to
bad
admit,
the shirt needs cufflinks, but-
shut up. Although I have to admit that if they bring me some grilled pineapple, I'll eat it.
Do you like grilled pineapple?
I don't know what they do to it. That it's not like I just went out and grilled it. They do something to it,
Yeah.
and it's so good. It's so good. Now I hope they bring me some because I really want some. I don't know. It's just really good. We went to a fair one time and got deep fried pineapple. And it was really, really good too. They dipped it in like, kind of like a pancake batter. And it was really good.
No, not fair. Was it the Oxfest you're talking about?
No, I think it was Richwood.
Oh, Ridgewood.
Okay, here's one for you guys. I went to school in Richwood, Ohio. Tiny town. Tiny little blink and you will miss it town. But it was big to us. It was so big to us that from 4 other schools, everybody came there to go to high school. Oh my gosh. Oh, you want to talk small town? Small town. Oh my goodness. It was a big deal to come to Delaware on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
We never went to Marysville. We usually went to Marion. I don't know why we did that. I don't know whose idea that was, but it was just what the kids did. You know, nobody said, let's not go to Marysville. I don't want to go to Marysville.
Just nobody mentioned Mary.
Yeah, you just didn't think about it. Which is funny because literally across the street from us was Marysville School District. Literally across the street. The house right across from us would have had to go to Marysville schools. But the Marysville kids, of course, didn't come to Richwood because Marysville was a bigger town. You know, why would they come to our little?
They said back when, they sent Donald
Donald.
Black
Okay.
to Richard.
Did they?
Yeah, he went to school with me when I was in junior high,
Huh.
and then he started in Richmond, and they pulled him out and moved in Marysville.
Now it's all across that.
Yeah.
That road is the dividing
I
line.
think it was them. I think he had to pay a
Fee.
fee to go.
Come here, Benny. Hi, you look so pretty. I would take your picture, but the sun's behind you. It wouldn't turn out.
Well, Mom.
Yeah.
Turn my fire. Turn my stove off, buddy.
The front left, right?
Correct. I don't know. Barbecued chicken and green beans and potatoes of some sort, because Lord knows I cannot have a meal without potatoes.
How
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Wolf says it's illegal.
Highly frowned upon in any event.
You heard what I said for Wolf, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's a good boy, too. That's why we have potatoes with every meal, because he has a fence we don't.
That dog loves a raw potato.
By having a fet, he'll lie down there pouting and ignore everybody because he's too mad
He
at us.
wouldn't do it. Tell them. Tell them, Grandma. Lord, we love that dog.
Yeah.
That is a much beloved pet.
It's gonna be a sad day someday.
Oh, don't remind me. I think about it and get to crying.
Me too.
I was watching OK Go's video for White Knuckles. And if you've never seen that, you've missed out a lot.
Okay, go.
The name of the group is OK Go.
Oh.
And the song is called White Knuckles.
Okay.
And I love the song. But even if you don't like the song, watch it without the music on. Because what they did was they built this whole video around dogs doing little tricks. And these were dogs from the pound that were trained in like a day or two to jump up in the chair or to stand on the levels or whatever. Very simple tricks. Or lay their heads down or whatever. And then there were so many of these dogs that they were able to make a really good video. And it's just like one big video of these dogs doing little tricks. And then after that, they used the clips from the video to get them adopted into their forever homes. So I love that video because I love the dogs. And the way the dog barks over the end of the song at the end and nobody even cares. But anyway, I love that video because of the dogs and because I love that song. But I was watching that video to send it to Bonnie last night. I thought, oh, she'll enjoy that. And then I realized how long ago that video was and that all those dogs are gone now.
Yeah.
Talk about being a buzzkill.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that to myself. My brain is not happy if I'm not depressed.
You have to take something after
Bad influence.
Mom.
It runs in the family. We try to be positive and cheerful, but we have to work at it.
It comes through sometimes seeming more cheerful than it's appropriate.
Because we're working at it.
Because we're working so hard at it, yeah. Took our doctor forever to get used to it.
That's why I don't want to change doctors. I'll never get another one broke in. I'm telling you. But
That's a horrible way of putting it, Mom.
I know, but Chris is just as bad. He's all doom and gloom. Ben's not as bad.
No.
A little, but nothing like the rest of us. We automatically think that something terrible is going to happen if something good happens. We're waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like that. I really don't. But it's the way I'm wired. I can't not be that way.
Yeah.
And if there is a downside to something that gives me joy like that song, I will find it. And it doesn't matter that it might ruin it for me. My brain just will find it.
Yeah.
It's really pathetic.
Yes,
My
it
brain is I am my own worst enemy.
Right.
I said that my whole adult life, and it's really, really
But
true.
you know, that's how. That pushing the happy,
Mhm.
that got us as far along as we got before we got diagnosis.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Mom never even went just like that. Well, it took her one when I was a baby. And he gave her some pills and she took one.
Did she have postpartum depression?
No. She took one,
We're talking about my grandma that raised me.
messed her up.
Oh, yeah, no thank you.
She came out and they were bringing trash and she should have been trying to stop her.
Bless her heart. She said, I ain't taking them.
Not taking it.
Mm.
I'd rather be depressed.
They gave me Buspar, I think it was,
Yeah.
for my anxiety. Pill that Chris took regularly. I don't know if he's still taking it now. And boy, howdy, I hated it. I hated the way it made my mind feel. It was, it's better to be anxious. But it doesn't bother some people that way. I don't think it bothers Chris that way. It just bothers me that way. They were thinking that the anxiety is what was causing my migraines.
Yeah.
But I knew that wasn't it, but they had to try everything.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I got to call and get a refill on my injectable.
Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the butt.
No, not. I give it to my tummy.
No, the refill process.
It is a pain in the butt. Lord, me in that pharmacy. Well, they finally figured out my name, but they can't remember my birth date. So I'm grateful that they remember my name and your name now. And every now and then I have to get one for Ben, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm talking about somebody
How
else.
many damn people are you?
He's my alternate. No, he's not. I shouldn't make fun of people like that. Lord knows I'm crazy. I don't need to.
Family, they're not responsible for that, are they?
No. We got enough crazy in our family. We don't need to add any more to it. We had an aunt who was schizophrenic, and she was scary crazy. But it gave me so much more respect for people like the parents and siblings of schizophrenic people.
Yeah.
It's bad enough. I know it's hard to be schizophrenic.
Yes.
It is. But they don't go through what their families go through.
That's right.
And 99 times out of 100, I think it's actually even less than that. If the schizophrenic does hurt somebody, it's a family member. It's very rare for a schizophrenic
That
to
is
attack a
strange.
stranger.
Yeah.
It's very rare. So, don't be afraid of them.
Strangers, while then they're trying to
Make them take their pills, or
take their pills, or
make them put on clothes, or tell them that those voices aren't really real,
yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really hard to be with a schizophrenic. And schizophrenia is so cruel too, because they don't get sick till they're like, usually, till they're like 18, 20.
Yeah, it's a young person.
Mm-hmm. Although I've heard of them as getting sick with it as young as 6. It's a sad disease. That's a very sad disease.
Yeah.
Some of the mental illnesses are just the most cruel things. I'm always terrified I'll get Parkinson's
And
or dementia,
Yeah.
either or.
I think about
That's it. I'm not allowed to have either. I've decided I'm not going to do it. Can't make me. I'll probably end up with both. Ugh. Well, that was depressing. I guess I better finish off this video now, so I go put my chicken in the oven. Sorry about that downward turn there at the end. Don't leave any cruel comments about mental illness, because I won't stand for it. So, if you don't have enough knowledge to speak of it with compassion, then you should be grateful and keep your mouth shut. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us. Got anything you want to add,
No.
Ben?
Hang on, I'm still a little full of sweets over there. Not too full that I can't have chicken here.
What do you
Come
have for
here.
sweets?
It's a weirdo. I still don't know what he wants to add. I don't have any idea.
Couldn't hear that?
No, they can't hear that. I couldn't hear it.
Alright, here's what I basically said. I said, I'm a little full from shoots, but not full enough that I can't have the chicken from here, so I can't add anything. You know, just being
Weird.
snarky.
I'm telling you, weird.
And if you're
Okay.
wondering, I had the chicken.
No, not right now. Go get me a
Okay.
rectangle pan.
I had
Okay,
some
thank
dogs
you
and
for
chicken.
joining us. Come see us again on Monday. Wednesday. It is Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday.
And I'll tell you all about how we did at the Brazilian place. I might even take a couple clips, so maybe there'll be a couple shorts tomorrow. I don't know. So take it easy, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.